Good Thursday morning. Holy moly, the sun is just gonna kill me, right? There we go. How's everybody doing today? Hope you're doing okay. I'm having an interesting day. You know, all this moving, when you move and you sell your house and you buy another house, and we're doing it from a state to a state. There's a lot to it, man. I remember I sold a few houses in my day, believe me. I remember the nightmare of the paperwork. It's been a while, but this is a little different, man. It seems like things have gotten a little bit worse over the years, because now you got Zoom meetings and all kinds of programs to download this, sign that. My wife can't figure half of it out. So today we got a 9 o'clock Zoom meeting with South Carolina. Maybe we can get this paperwork filled out and forms submitted that they want. They really, I'm surprised they don't come over and take my blood, her blood, and do a DNA swab, find out what I did when I was 15. I mean, that's what it feels like, right? The National Enquirer magazine at my front door, telling stories about my life to the mortgage company. I mean, being facetious. Wow, life gets a little complicated in certain situations, right? You know, buying a house, buying a car, you know, two different things. Everybody says there are two major events. Well, buying a car is easy. Buying a house, it seems like they get their $8 grand, $9 grand on closing costs because they got every lawyer in town doing something on your paperwork. I'll tell you. Whew. I'm a little frustrated today. Anyway, now that I've gotten out of the parking lot and gotten away from all the do what I want people that can't drive for shit, I have to say, it's actually a nice day today. And I'm trying my best. I try to be as positive as I can be all the time. Even though I rant, I'm a pretty positive guy. So today, just, you know, everybody needs to just focus. We got an Easter weekend coming up. Religious or not, I'm not a religious guy. Religion lies to people so they can be controlled. So you tell them bullshit stories and give them fear factor stuff. They're going to be good. It's easier to rule over subservient people that have a fear. And I'm not that guy. I went to Catholic school right over here. And, you know, I did all my Bible stuff. And I was an altar boy. Believe it or not, I was choir, altar boy. I was a good one. I even had the bishop come into town when I was in 8th grade. So I would have been 85. Put his little bishop hat on me, and people took pictures. And you're destined to be a bishop or a priest. No, I'm not. Hell no. I like women. We ain't doing all that in the robe stuff and no women around stuff. No. I would never be a priest. Sorry. God put me on this planet to reproduce, and I like doing it. So anyway, try to be positive today. The world never wants you to be positive because the world's got things in store for you to challenge you. So don't look at your day as a failure day if things pop up and you got to go through some shit, because that's what every day is about. That's why you're here, right? We weren't born to come here to sit around and have it easy. You chose your life before you were born. You had the opportunity to pick your challenges and all your hardships so you can overcome them and never repeat them again. So yes, every day is going to have a challenge. That's what life's about. No, God's not going to come reaching down and stop all the bad things from happening to you, so don't ever expect that. Look at all the people in Auschwitz, right? Never, ever expect that. We're here on our own. We chose to be here to learn, to grow, to advance. If God reaches in and pulls you out of things, what's the point of life, right? We're here to learn, to grow spiritually, and to overcome challenges. What is a challenge? So, I get the urge, this guy pisses me off, man. And I get the urge and I want to kill this son of a bitch. And I mean, I want to kill him. When I don't kill him, I just overcame the urge and the temptation. Therefore, I won't have to even repeat that. But if I succumb to wanting to kill somebody, then I'm destined to repeat that in another life and keep repeating that until I overcome it. So I tell you today, learn to overcome so you are not stuck in a karmic wheel. And it's real. Okay? And it's very real. Did I die? Yes, I did. Did I go to the other side? Yes, I did. Had conversations, saw beings, had the sensations of unbelievable happiness and beauty. But I also learned some lessons, and when I was told I had a soul, contract to fulfill. I could not come yet. My contract exit was not at that point. I was told that I needed to finish my soul contract before I come back. Never heard of this in my life, so I go and a few weeks after surgery, I'm mulling through this. Okay, it's different. Then I let it go. I didn't want to think about it. I thought I was nuts or something. And then about a year later, almost 2 years later, it dawned on me that what I had been through, what I witnessed when I was in that hospital, was nothing short of amazing. So I did research it. It was scary. I mean, you don't want to think about things like that because most of the time people think they're Looney Tunes, right? But I knew it wasn't. And then I started looking it up and I saw these near-death experiences and all these people saying, soul contract, soul contract. It became like as an intelligence analyst, once or twice okay. Once you start getting into 3, 400, you have a pattern. Patterns indicate what? Reality. So if I've got a pattern and everybody's saying they got a soul contract, nobody knows each other. You don't just come up with this stuff. It's like an impossibility. Its improbability is so high, it becomes an impossibility. So we have a soul contract. What is your soul contract? What are the hardships you endure every day, right? What is your big thing to get over? What's the biggest challenge you have? You have to think about that. Do you have a repetitive challenge in your life where you constantly seem like holy shit, I gotta go through this again, right? I mean, those are soul contract points. If you have it repeated, that means you must have failed it a few times, so now you're definitely gonna have to overcome it a couple times before you realize, I got it. And then you're done with it. I promise you, that's how it works. Right? So a lot of people say to me, sorry, Jesus is the way. Jesus came here to save us. Jesus came down to tell us all the things that I teach you: faith, hope, love. Love is the greatest of all my teachings. So, right, I'm not a religious guy, but I am a student of life. So his greatest teaching was love. Why is that? Because on the other side, that's all you feel. That's all I felt when I died. Love. So if we can love here, we're bringing that world into this world, and now we're becoming the true beings that we are. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not a preacher, but I will tell you this: religion is designed to keep man down. Every religion has got it wrong, and I mean it. They all got little tiny pieces right. You don't need to go to some building and that's not real. That's called fake bullshit, for real, straight up. We don't go in tongues. Oh, no, you can man. I had an uncle that liked to do that. He was a drug addict, right? So then he decided he was going to be born again. And then born again. Oh, we get a little. Dude, that's not tongues. You can just like pop up and start talking like that. You're full of shit. So let's just be clear. I respect life. I respect the fact that we all come from one source. What's the one source? It's called the I am. Because everything you see is the source. The tree, the bird, the grass, you, me, everybody, we are at the source. The source said, I'm bored being alone. I have an idea. Boom! The Big Bang. Planets, stars, life forms. And then God decided to create us, the soul, not this body. This shit is not what God created. This is just an avatar made out of organic material. Hate to bust your bubble. When you die, you don't look like this. So, your soul. So God decided he was going to shed all these trillions upon trillions of lights, ping, from his body. Souls. Gave them all free will, sent them all over the galaxy to live lives that he could vicariously live through, because we are the source. We're a tiny little shred of the source. So he's in contact with all of us. He knows everything we're doing. He sees everything we're seeing. We are part of him. We will return to him. But you are a certain personality type of the source. I'm a certain personality type of the source. That's why you are who you are. Your individual personality comes from being a part of the source's personality. So some are grumpy, some are happy, some are ditzy. All personalities count. We're all from the source. So my thing for you today is don't buy into the bullshit. There ain't no fire hell bullshit gonna burn you up. Live your life, make your mistakes, learn from your mistakes, and grow. That is all you need to worry about. Don't be mean to people, man. Try to treat people good. Don't hurt anybody. Don't steal and shit. Come on, man. We're all on this ride together. Not everybody is wealthy and great just because they are. People build themselves up. So we have to respect the fact that we're all different boats on the same pond. We have to give each other space. We have to let each other be. We don't need to infringe upon one another and take what other people have. That is not life. So you can be religious all you want, but I'm telling you, it's all of them are lies. Jewish, Hindu, Catholic, Protestant, it's all a lie. They've only got this much right? So all you need to worry about is you are from God. God's name is called the I Am. He said it many times. What is the name? I am the I am, because I am everything. That's what it means. So we're all from there. So that means today, realize who you are and why you're here. You're here to learn, grow, and to elevate your soul to get back to the source. That's the only way to do it. You have to grow and expand, and then we get closer and closer being back to the source. The more you understand, the more that you care, the more that you practice being a good person, brings you closer to the source. This is a forever ride. There's no race. You got plenty of time to learn. This isn't your first time here. You're made to forget. That's why you're here. If you could remember your past lives, your family, your kids, you couldn't perform in this role today. You would desperately want to get back to what you left behind when you died before. So you are here with a blank slate on purpose, because you are here to do your challenges and overcome, not to have earthly connections that are binding you and keeping you from growing. Understand? You're meant to love one another.